Hello guys, it's Cogbill here. We are going to do something very fun and different today. I'm super excited. I don't know if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, but I feel like I've been gatekeeping this from people because I have been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber since its inception, and I feel like we're going on 15, 20 years. I don't know. But this kit comes in my mailbox every month. I have a class that I teach at an ice cream shop here where I take all my kits. And so I never create them on Facebook Live because I sell them all at my event. But I thought, I'm probably missing some friends that might want to learn about this great product. So we're going to work on this today. Here is what Paper Pumpkin looks like. It comes in your mail like this in a nice orange box, and it's shrink wrapped, okay? So it's safe and sound, and you don't know what's in it for sure, but you have a general idea. Paper Pumpkin does a great job. Stampin' Up! Does a great job of telling you what it is. Is it cards? Is it, what's the theme? You may not see every single square inch of it, but you've got a good idea of it before it comes. But it's also a surprise, which I love, okay? And I'll tell you the reason, I'll tell you now. The reason why it's called Paper Pumpkin is because when they probably regret this, but when they named it, they wanted us to feel like Cinderella, that gets whisked off to the ball in her pumpkin carriage, okay? Which is a great analogy, but it's sort of a stretch if you don't know where the name comes from. So now you know. And I just wanted to show you what a full Paper Pumpkin kit looks like out of the box, okay? It comes wrapped so adorably. It's got stamps. Now, this particular kit, this was from March. This is the Butterfly Garden. I'm taking this one to my retreat, and I'm sure someone will buy it. But this is just to show you how it's packaged. It's like a present every month, which honestly, that's probably my favorite thing about it. What I wanted to show you, though, is if you are like me and you didn't get to put your Celebrate Spring kit together, but Easter's gone, and I had so many Easter cards from our cute little Easter suite that honestly I didn't need more. So I turned these into baby cards with a stamp set called Silly Safari, okay? I was going through my stamp sets this week for my retreat, and because I like to sell off the ones on my buy one get one sale. And this one is not retiring. And so I was happy to see that. And I remembered that it had a welcome baby stamp in it. Okay, so let me show you how Paper Pumpkin comes. So it's also shrink wrapped in a nice little box. And you've got pictures here. Now, I typically just go with the pictures. I'll pull this out to show you on the front. Okay, I'm a seasoned crafter, so I can kind of gather that pops with dimensionals, that pops with dimensionals, and that pops with dimensionals. But if you're new, you can pop in here and see these great instructions. They're telling you, open the ink spot, put your glue dots here, put your dimensionals here, okay? Tie your bow, put a glue dot here, okay? And they're giving you step-by-step instructions on how to assemble each card. All right, so for all levels of crafters, this is perfect. So you've got your tutorial here, all right? And then in your box, you've got, this is a neat little thing that they started doing a few years ago. So if you want to keep your stamp sets, you can stick this in some sort of a binder, a case, whatever, and that's gonna let you keep your stamp set organized, okay? So our stamp set includes Sweet Spring Greetings, Hello Friend, Happy Easter, this cute grass, and some eggs. Also, I didn't see that there were, yay, I was wishing I had some sparkles. So you've got some embellishments. A lot of times you'll have a cute set of embellishments. These are cool glue dots. And then we have dimensionals, okay? So this pops things up for your projects. So you're going to have everything you need, and your first paper pumpkin kit will come with a clear block, which is this size. So you'll have what you need. Keep that, and keep the stamp set if you want. If you don't, toss it. And then you're going to have a ink spot that you're going to use for your projects. That's a little mini ink pad, okay? And then this kit had some twine. So we've got lots to play with here. And we have the cutest envelopes. Now, here's how I recommend that you tackle a paper pumpkin kit. I take my envelopes, stick them in the box so that I don't lose them. And then I take out my instructions and I start on my pile. And I just say, okay, let's go. We're going to pop out these die cut pieces, and this piece is going to go over here on this card. We've got our little flowers here. I really wanted to show you from start to finish how to do this so you'll see how easy it is. We've got 3 little flowers. Now, I chose not to use the rabbit and the Easter eggs on my cards. I thought that they were cute enough without that, and it also just made them a little less Eastery. So we're going to leave those for another day. Okay, so you're going to have multiple sheets of these, but I'm only going to make 1 set of cards for you today. So this one goes here. We're going to put this one aside. Then we've got some more punch outs. So I'm sorting everything in the order of the cards, how they're made. So I'm just making little piles. And this whole process, like I could probably put this kit together in 30 minutes, maybe an hour if I'm watching TV, but never a very long time to do your paper pumpkin. And it's a great thing to just toss in your suitcase when you go on a trip. Don't forget your block and your paper snips. But yeah, it's very portable, which this time of year everyone's thinking about. Spring breaks or summer vacations or sitting at the ballpark or heck at the doctor's office. Wherever you are, you can take this kit with you. All right, so now I've got my piles. It's probably hard to see, but I've got my piles here all ready to go. So I start with sorting, and then I work my way out from there. So let's create our first little cute baby card here. So I loved this little circle, and then I looked at my Silly Safari stamp set. Now, Silly Safari stamp set is not a paper pumpkin stamp set. This is one of our featured stamp sets from Stampin' Up. So I'm taking this to another level, okay? And you can pick this in your cart as well. You can subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. I would love it if you do that. Now, you're not going to get this kit. This kit has already been sold. But you're going to get the next most wonderful kit. So you won't be disappointed. I promise. And we're going to stamp our sweet giraffe into our oval here. Now, I'm going to use Memento ink, which is another product that we sell, at least for now. And it's on the last chance list. That's why I said that. So we are going to stamp our little giraffe. And then I went with the colors from the die cuts. So I'm using Peach Pie and Lemon Lolly. So I'm just going to pop in here and quickly color these little spots to kind of match the card, but to also look giraffe-ish. Okay. I love the zoo. Hope and I go often. We love it. We started going in COVID and we just never stopped. It's the most fun. All right, then I'm going to color the whole giraffe in with Lemon Lolly. And the good news is this is such a light color that I can color right over those giraffe dots and it won't even matter. Now, when you're on a paper like Paper Pumpkin paper versus basic white paper, You don't have to push as hard. That ink soaks right into them. So just be aware that the blending markers will behave a little bit differently on your paper pumpkin paper, but they behave just fine. If it feels different, it's because it is. And then I'm going to come in here with the peach pie and give the little mane a color. So now our sweet giraffe is ready. And we are going to outline him with the sweetest little baby situation. So I'm going to use my dimensionals here. And again, if you wanted to look at those directions, if you were feeling even the least bit hesitant, pop them open. Look at the directions. And it'll tell you where every little thing goes. Now, it's not going to tell you to use the silly safari set because that was a K. That was an outside the box situation that I came up with. So that's what I was calling this Facebook Live. All right, so we have our cute giraffe and his little halo of flowers. And then this little die cut piece is in the kit. So how wonderful is that? You don't have to get out your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and find the perfect die cut. It's there. Now, I like to leave the lid attached to my Stampin' Spot just because then I don't lose it. That's just a me thing. You can detach it fully if you want. All right, so we're going to ink this up and stamp it. Welcome, baby. The most cutest thing. And then we're going to put a couple dimensionals here in the center of this die cut because this die cut is going in the middle of this flower situation, so you don't want your dimensionals to bang into that. And then I'm going to tie a pretty pink twine bow to go here. On this cute card. Now, I consider baby cards these days to be gender neutral. I don't necessarily think we have to stick with pink or blue or whatever. All babies are preciously perfect and we're not scared of pink. But if you wanted to make this a different color, you could change the twine. You could go dip into your twine reserves or ribbon and add your own. So my point is, make your paper pumpkin your own, okay? Follow the rules and then take them outside the box. All right, so now we're going to add our cute little embellishments here. And I'm so happy because I really was wanting this card to sparkle a little bit more. And it wasn't sparkling. And it's because I didn't see the embellishments in there. So let's go ahead and sparkle up our other card just for good measure. Okay, so now we have our cute card. I forgot to stick this whole layer down onto our card base. Now you'll notice with our paper pumpkin cards, this card is yellow on the outside and white on the inside, which is great because then you don't have to worry about putting a white piece inside. So it's like super convenient for you. All right, so that is our sweet card. And if that's not the cutest, I don't know what. All right, so our second card is going to be a welcome baby card. Now, it's not the best stamping that I've done on here. And part of the trick is when you get a new stamp set, it's a great idea to run it under a sponge, like sponge it or take it in the sink, wash it, scrub it down, because there's some like plasticky stuff on it sometimes that it just needs to almost get like primed. So I did that and my next stamp was a lot better. So we'll see how this goes. So for this card, we are going to take this is a die cut piece from the kit. It's subtle. Well, hello, Barb. I see you. These cards remind me of you. So springy and fun. Okay, so we're going to ink up our welcome baby. We're going to start with full strength, and then we're going to go down, and then we're going to go down one more. So we're doing what you would call a ombre effect. And I could have centered that better, but it's all good. All right, now let's pop this on, and you'll see how quick and easy this is. We're going to pop it up with our dimensionals. Barb, we're taking a paper pumpkin kit from from February, and we're making it baby cards with the Silly Safari stamp set. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, so we're going to put our little square here. Now, it looks like that square, now that I'm looking at it, it's actually not symmetrical. So you can see this card is a tad bit different. Doesn't matter, still both very cute. All right, now we're going to pop our flowers on. Now, I'm going to show you how to use these glue dots that come with the kit. They work great. I'm just used to my own glue dots. And so what you're going to do is pick it up with your paper snips, set it down, and then peel off the backing. Okay, so that's your little glue dot, and we're going to stick that one here, and we're going to stick these two here with our glue dots. Let's get those down, and you can even just pick off these glue dots with your finger if you want. Easy peasy. See, I like to say that I don't like these glue dots, but I do. I just, I'm used to the ones on my roll. But these work great. Like, there's no shame with these glue dots. There we go. And then the final thing we're going to do, and I am going to, for the interest of speed, I'm going to pop these on my regular glue dots. Now, you can also purchase some extra glue dots if you want, and then you can do that too. So Paper Pumpkin is like a window into our crafting arena that you can expand with different items. Okay, so I like to expand it by using these glue dots, but you can also use the ones that are just in the kit, if you like. All right, so we're gonna pop this little greenery here, and that is our welcome baby card. Let's see where we're gonna put our cute embellishments. We're gonna put I'm gonna use the white ones here. We're gonna put one here and one here. I like to look and see where Stampin' Up! Put theirs, because here's the thing. They have product designers that know where they go, and so I just copy. I will tell you that you're going to always make a triangle with your embellishments. So that just is an artistic flair. All right, our last card is a welcome baby. And we've got some little yellow flowers in a basket, if that's not the cutest. Now, we're going to start with our card base, and then there is a stamp in this set that is a grass. Okay, so we're going to get our grass stamp, and we're going to use our Stampin' Spot, and we are going to stamp our grass around our card. Super fun. So you are going to feel like a genius when you take your kit and you do something else with it. But you're also going to feel like a genius when you take your kit and do exactly what the directions say. Because sometimes you're looking for a mindless, happy experience. And sometimes you're looking for something that you can just take it and kick it up a notch. So you can do either. Or both. You can make one set of cards just like the directions, and then you can set out to do something completely different. All right, so we're going to pop up our basket with dimensionals, and I like these smaller ones because you can see here that dimensional is kind of peeking out. I used my regular dimensionals, but this mini dimensional fits perfectly where you can't see it. All right, so we're going to put our basket down, if that's not the cutest. And then we're going to start sticking down our flowers. Now, you could use glue dots. I went ahead and pulled out my Stampin', oh, I said I pulled out my Stampin' Seal for that, but my Stampin' Seal ran out. So we are going to use glue dots here. I'm going to put one flower here. I'm going to put another flower over here. And then I'm going to use dimensional. Actually, I'm going to put one more on with a glue dot. And then I'm going to pop up the other two flowers, which have probably gotten buried in my pile. There were 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers in each punch out. So you're going to be able to have 5 on each card. They've just escaped my table at the moment. And then we're going to take a dimensional or 2 and pop our label on. And then we're going to tie a sweet pink twine bow. When I clean the table, the flowers will appear. You know how that goes. So we're going to pop in a little ribbon on our card. And then let's see where we're going to put our pretties. So let's go. Let's just put them on the flowers for fun. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so precious. Precious, precious, precious. Okay, so you can see that we took our cute paper pumpkin kit. It's got enough supplies to make 9 cards. That's pretty typical. And we went off the grid from Easter, Spring, and Hello Friend. And we popped in our Silly Safari set to make a cute set of baby cards. I love having these on hand because you don't plan when other people have a baby. It just happens. And then you're ready for it. So you've got your baby cards ready. And then if you're not a saver, you can toss your stamp set. You can toss your ink spot. Or you can use your little organizer that's in the kits and save these little stamp sets in a little binder or a box of, really a paper pumpkin box that's this size will hold many months of stamp sets and inks, and that's all you will really need to store. So this is great for new crafters. It's great for seasoned crafters that want to stamp it, kick it up a notch. It's great for intermediate crafters that just want an easy crafting experience for some happy crafting fun. All right, guys, subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. I think it's under $30 a month, and you subscribe, just put in your credit card, and you will just get it. It ships, it bills on the 10th of the month, and it ships around the 15th, and it arrives in your mailbox after. If you ever need to take a break from it, you just go to paperpumpkin.com and you pause it, and then you can unpause it when you're ready for it to start again. Look what I found. All right, so subscribe today. I can't wait for you to experience this box for yourself. All right, bye-bye.